bad news for you tonight from the world of television. Some of you may have already heard, you might have already had a good cry about it. They're going to stop making This Is Us. This Is Us. It's going to come to an end. I can't imagine why that's happening. I mean, isn't that still like the big hot show even all these years later? Isn't that the big hot show that everyone except me watches? Here's the thing I've always wondered about This Is Us. What in the world is that show? What is going on? What's the premise? I don't understand what that show is. And yeah, okay, I haven't watched the show, but I've done everything else, okay? I've seen commercials for This Is Us. I've watched previews for upcoming seasons. I've seen cast members interviewed on talk shows where they showed a clip. I have been given spoilers for This Is Us. I still can't figure out what it is, and that's not how television is supposed to work, all right? You don't have to watch Happy Days to know it's a bunch of kids growing up in the 50s. On Superstore, they all work in the same store. You don't have to watch the show to know that. Lost in Space, it's a family on a spaceship that gets lost. Lost? There's another example. The plane crashes on an island, mysterious things happen to the survivors. You don't have to watch the show to know that. I mean, Mike and Molly are a couple, Jarman and Greg are a couple, but Cagney and Lacey, Rizzoli and Isles, Starsky and Hutch, those are all cop shows. They're partners in the police force. You don't have to watch any of those shows to know that. I actually have other examples I'm going to get to in a minute. I want to get back to This Is Us, and I want to point out about This Is Us that title is no help at all. This Is Us, that could be the title of anything. It's just a series of words that gives you no information. Useless. I know the show has a big cast, but I can't figure out what the connection is supposed to be between the characters. Are they in the same family? Do they work together? Are they neighbors? I don't even know why I'm not watching it. And the other shows that I had as examples, there's two shows that have the same premise. Madam Secretary and Commander-in-Chief, which is two shows that are both about a woman becoming president of the United States. And in both cases, some convoluted thing has to happen. The people in front of her, the line of succession die, or she has to stand in for somebody in an election. It can't be a simple process like they use in other countries to have a woman become president where she's just a qualified candidate who runs for office, gets the most votes, and then becomes president. No, we can't do that in this country. In this country, instead, we make television shows about a woman becoming president that treat it like it's some kind of science fiction concept. What if someone grew a new life form in a lab? What if we could travel through time? What if a woman became president? These ideas are so crazy. I don't know, maybe I should calm down on that whole subject. At least we still get TV shows about women. I mean, some of those have really been disasters. Like, remember Amelia Earhart? I mean, that was a tragedy. Like, they made two mistakes with Amelia Earhart. They tried this overseas move that was poorly timed. That didn't land at all. And they thought all they needed was a great pilot, but really you need more than just a great pilot. And that's the lesson, kids. Thanks a lot.